All right, and we're back, baby. It's your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make it known that I'm back with some new content and a new segment for you guys. All right, this is the first episode, and I do mean the first episode of Binge or Cringe. All right, and you know I'm joined with some of my people today. All right, people I'm joined with are some really good friends of mine. Okay, you can probably see them probably playing with me on like different streams and different video games when I'm streaming live or when I do videos, yada yada yada. You know how I go. But anyway, without further ado, let me introduce these two people. All right, first we have Risky. What's good, Risky Sama?
Hello.
Oh my goodness, he got to be the weirdo. Risky Sama is a little. Risky Sama is a good friend of mine. Okay, he is very into anime. Just like me, and our second guest, Kobalt Zero. What's up, bruh?
What's up?
Yeah, it's about to get into this. All right, I'm about to enjoy this. This is about to be fun. Okay, so what Binge or Cringe is? Basically, we'll talk about different TV shows, different things to binge watch, or is it cringeworthy? Is like no point in watching it. So that is what that is. Mostly surrounded by anime. We may do other like shows, but anime is the go-to because anime is what I love. It is what it is. I'm that type of person. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And today, as you can see possibly by the background, all right, we are starting off episode 1 with strictly Dragon Ball. Everything Dragon Ball. That is Dragon Ball. That is Dragon Ball Z. That is Dragon Ball Super. That is Dragon Ball GT, even though nobody wants to claim it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, guys, you already know how we can be when, especially when it comes to anime, we can get very, very heated and debate. What do you call it? Debative? Am I saying that right?
Masturbator. That's it.
Oh my goodness, this is really. Oh, control your mouth. Control your mouth.
Family-oriented channel.
Oh, I couldn't help it.
Oh goodness, and we start off on
that'll be my one.
And we start off on the right foot apparently. But anyway, first question. Let's get into this.
Foot, you know.
First question. Who had the best intro of all of them? Hands down. Whether the intro changed or not, best intro hands down.
I'm gonna go with nostalgia on this one.
Mm-hmm.
DBZ 100%.
DBZ?
Because every week we'd be waiting for that stuff, and those intros, they got you fired up.
Thank you. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I full-heartedly agree. I think that DBZ had definitely the best intros. And don't get me wrong, I feel like Super is a close second, in my personal opinion, but DBZ was like, especially like if you do the American DBZ intro, what was it? I forgot the name of the song, but it was like really hard and rocky. I loved it. It was like metal or whatever. It was cool. I loved it. It was like
I honestly have to agree with that was always the one that I just get home from school and all of a sudden, oh, Dragon Ball Z's on. You know, it's the first thing you see when you turn on Toonami, man. It was always a good feeling.
And even if it wasn't the first thing you saw, it was the first thing you heard. It was literally the first thing you heard.
Well, like only that, Dragon Ball's intro was really basic. I mean, it's an old anime.
Yeah, because like the original Dragon Ball came out when?
They were awesome, but not. Oh God, 1989, 88? I don't remember, man. It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
like Dragon Ball released in like '87, correct? I mean,
it was an '80s anime.
Was super early.
Yeah.
And we didn't get it out here till a little bit later too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And by the time we got it out here, Dragon Ball Z was basically on its way to starting. And as soon as Dragon Ball ended for us, we literally just hopped right into Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z hit in the mid-90s.
Yeah, I remember. It was big, because like, not many people knew what Dragon Ball was. But when Dragon Ball Z hit...
I feel like it carried Toonami.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, not many people knew... I mean, a lot of... Because, like, Toonami was in a young age at that point. But not many people knew about Dragon Ball. But, like, when Dragon Ball Z hit... you could watch Dragon Ball Z without having known anything about Dragon Ball, to be completely honest.
Well, the Toonami block was revolutionary at the time. I mean, that first year it was out, you had Cowboy Bebop, you had Full Metal Alchemist, you had Dragon Ball Z, you had Inuyasha. You know,
yeah.
I mean, they were all really great animes.
Yeah, it was, especially like, not even that. You had Yu Yu Hakusho, which was like right up there with Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, right.
Like Yu Yu Hakusho was right
Witch
up
Hunter
there.
Robin.
Oh,
Witch Hunter Robin's
wow.
under the radar though.
Yeah, but it was so good. Like, not many people gave it a chance. Wow. So all right, so there
was so many good animes that first year. I'm thinking like 5 or 6 more, but I'm not even good. We're focusing on DBZ.
Yeah. We're getting off topic a little bit, but I expected this to happen for us though. So it is what it is.
Eventually, we're gonna have to do a show solely on Toonami from beginning to end because it started to fall off towards the end.
I'm be honest with you, Toonami started to fall off definitely in like mid or early 2000s, like after like 2005 to close to 2010 area, because like it was going through anime was going through a different transition at that point. But we're getting off topic.
Exactly.
We're getting off topic. But yeah. So other than that, we all agree that DBZ had the best intro. Like, just like as soon you knew it was going down as soon as you heard it, especially like as soon as you heard that music, you were like, okay, it's time to go. It is the time for this show. Like, like it's just, it was flawless.
I can't believe you fully remember the beat to that.
That's how good it was. Thank you.
That is the most toned thing I've heard today, right there.
The most toned thing you've heard today. Wow.
In case viewers don't know, we make Tone sing for us.
I'm not doing that today.
I'm
not doing that today.
Well, maybe not, but eventually you're going to break out a tune for us.
I just did, kind of. But we'll leave that for another time. All right. So, next question. All right. Out of all, like we already said, who had the best intros? Would it literally, this is going off of purely just like the scenes themselves and the artwork. Best fighting, literally best fighting, hands down.
Best fighting,
as in which one?
Yeah, as in which one? We're comparing all of them.
Okay, people are gonna call me a heretic for this.
Oh, here we go.
Had the fights hand down.
Yeah.
You have to remember, if you remember DBZ correctly, you need to remember that their fights lasted for episodes. Way more than you would have seen in Super. Like, we're talking 30 episodes for the Frieza battle alone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The thing about that is, though, Super got to the nitty-gritty quicker. I will say that. They got to the nitty-gritty quicker. But the thing is, the artwork in DBZ, to my personal opinion, was so much more grungier. It made the fights feel like, even when the fights actually did happen, it was like, heck yeah. Like, it was like they brawling. You know what I mean? Like, they mixing. They throwing hands. Goku was giving Frieza skibbity paps. You feel me? Like,
yeah. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. The long episodes with no fighting and just talking.
Yeah,
really
that's
at me.
Yeah, that ate at I feel like they ate at everybody. But like back then, we didn't know no better. It was like we was excited.
Well, not just that back then, we were hitting week to week, so we were waiting for that next episode. Whereas with Super, we could binge watch a dozen episodes. You know?
Yeah. All right. So
it definitely was a different time.
Yeah, different era for sure.
What about you, Risky?
Mine would also have to be freaking Dragon Ball Z, man. Like, just from the fights, and to me, Dragon Ball Z did not hold their punches. If they wanted to fucking... So I'm so sorry. If they wanted to freaking kill somebody, they absolutely would.
That's true. I will say that.
I knew I was going to be the heretic with Super. I knew it.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the thing. That's the thing with the difference between Super. Super, there was no bodies. Like, Frieza was the literal continuous body. Other than that, there was no bodies in Super. Dragon Ball Z had bodies. Goku had bodies. Vegeta had bodies. They was killing everybody. Like they have bodies. Like you can't deny that. That's the one.
Like,
that's the one thing.
The entire planet to the freaking other world. Like, come on now.
They have bodies.
I gotta ask both of you. When did you guys actually watch DBZ? Was it late? When it was mid '90s, late '90s when it was
late
aired?
Late '90s, yeah, late '90s.
That was actually
I
the second showing of DBZ, I believe.
Actually, no, mine was mid '90s because I'll be honest with you, I actually started with Dragon. Like I didn't even know what it was, but like my mom had got cable. It was the first time I ever experienced cable, so I was like 5 or 6, maybe 7. And Dragon Ball had just was ending. I caught the end of Dragon Ball, so I kind of knew what Dragon Ball Z was going, where it hopped in, right? So I actually caught it right in that cusp, and like I fell in love with it. I was just like, because Dragon Ball was interesting, but I because I came in at the end, I didn't really know much about it until I was able to go back and watch it when they had re-aired it or put it on a different channel or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you got its first airing in the United States.
Yeah.
On cable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Same here. And that was the first time I'd actually watched it through, because I'd watched Dragon Ball, but I'd watched the second half on cable, and the first half I'd watched like early '90s, because at that point I was already way into anime and I was watching anything that came out.
Yeah, because anime wasn't coming over as much as it is now. Like everybody can watch.
Well, no, it was bootleg.
Yeah.
It was all bootleg prior to '95. So I mean, let me think. I think one of the first animes I watched was actually Dragon Ball, and prior to like '83 to '89, I would go to Tower Records and rent videos that they would import, and that was where I saw Dragon Ball. That was where I saw Dirty Pair, MD Geist, bunch of great old animes.
Yeah, wow, yeah, I forgot about Tower Records. That's so long ago.
So, what was your guys' first animes?
My first?
Yeah.
All right, my first was definitely Dragon Ball. Then.
Now, are we talking about just anime series or just your first like legit animated thing that you've ever watched?
First legit anime, not like cartoon, straight up anime. First anime.
Yeah, okay, so it could be a movie also too then.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the '90s was primarily movies.
So I feel like I've told you guys this before, but the first time I ever witnessed an anime was, you remember back in the day they had the 2-sided VHS tapes?
Yeah. So which anime was it?
Yeah.
So, it was Princess Mononoke. I went to sleep to Winnie the Pooh and woke up with a boar.
Oh my goodness! Wait.
Wow, what a great start.
Yep.
Then it's a draw for me. It's Dragon Ball because, like I told you, I came at the end and Princess Mononoke.
Wow. For me,
which I'm
when Robotech was aired in the United States.
Wow.
Way early.
Wow.
I didn't get back into it till like I would say the late '80s though, because I mean we didn't really have too much. So like between '86 to '90. Obviously, I would go to Tower Records and I'd rent stuff, and that's where I kind of took off. Because as an artist, I was always into that animation style. It was one of the things I wanted to do with my life,
Right.
Mm.
Okay.
So I was straight up drawn to it right away.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, I don't want to get too off topic. I just want to say this last thing. When it came to Princess Mononoke, though, like, that was the first anime movie I've seen, but like at the same time, I definitely got in trouble for watching it because of how gory it was. My mom flipped out.
Yeah, a little too adult for you guys. Seriously, damn.
Yeah.
What were your parents doing?
Well, I was at
my grandma's movies. The funny part.
Well, it's not my fault. It was it was Toonami.
I mean.
So, but
All
right, so moving on. Next question. Okay. If we're going, all right, so we already talked about intro. We already talked about fighting. Best plots. Best plot.
Best plot.
That's like best plot. That's the twist. That's the story.
For me, it had to be Dragon Ball Z, the Cell Saga. Like how they practically were setting up Gohan to be the main character of the show, dude. There's no way they weren't.
And that's the thing, though. I fully agree. All right. It's all right for me. It's a draw between the Frieza saga and the Cell saga, or Android saga, whatever you want to call it. Because technically it became Android then Cell saga. It's a mixture for them. I feel
like the Android saga was the precursor to set up the Cell saga.
Yeah.
So I consider it part of the Cell saga. I totally can understand, but I'm biased because I felt like at that point they were established, and again, the length that we had with Frieza was exhausting to a certain degree, and I felt like they dragged it on too far, and that's why I can't pick that one. Yeah. Even though to me it's probably the most epic of DBZ stories, but because they carried it on for so long, I have to go with Cell because it was more clean, more clear and concise.
Yeah.
So Cell Saga, 100%.
And the thing about the Cell Saga, like Risky said, they were setting up Gohan to be the next hero because Goku killed himself off, or they killed Goku off, whatever. Goku decided to sacrifice himself for the greater good. The problem was
Cell killed everybody, dude. It was ridiculous.
The problem was the community the community gave backlash because they didn't want Goku to be done. And that's why Gohan didn't become the main character. Yeah.
I felt like after that you had a lot of backlash going on because they wanted Goku, they didn't want Gohan to carry on. And I think that backlash came back when they went to GT. I think it soured the beginning of GT. But GT just didn't really have an engaging enough storyline or engaging enough storylines to keep viewers, and so it never it's the redhead stepchild of the series, All
right. Well, then, based off what we're going into, here's my next question. Okay, overall, which ones are cringeworthy and which ones are binge-worthy out of all the series? Regardless of long waits or whatever. And we're not talking about, and I'm not even talking about the new updated version of Dragon Ball Z, which is Dragon Ball Z Kai. I'm not talking about that. We're strictly going off of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, isn't Kai just recuts?
Kai is the same.
I remember watching it and it was straight up recuts.
Kai is recuts, but they took out a lot of the weights. It really got more to the nitty gritty.
We're skipping Kai. Kai's just a recut of
exactly
stuff we had already seen. So, all right. So we'd really be picking between Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super.
Exactly.
Be honest, they're all binge-worthy. Except for GT. GT is cringeworthy.
Yeah, GT is cringeworthy.
I hate you guys so much.
Why do you? Oh, here we go. Go ahead. No, let him talk. Let him talk, Kobo.
Like,
why?
You knew this was coming.
But I don't exactly know how to defend it. Like,
no, give us your reasoning.
Well, I mean, I'll defend it for you. We got Broly through that.
Well,
we got
in
Vegito
general, why do you guys not like GT?
The stories were weak.
How are they weak though?
Yeah,
there was no
I thought
there was no character development.
In my opinion, I thought it went along like exactly how it was supposed to. Like even all the characters were growing up. Old freaking Goten, old Trunks.
No, all right.
Even Pan came into play.
Here's the thing. I think the story and the concept could have been great. I'm not saying that. I just think it was off balance because like the whole Black Star Dragon Balls and them going into space and fighting this thing and then baby. Like I'm be honest with you, like the whole thing was like it was wonky at best, in my personal opinion, because like I felt like they was jumping from one thing to the next, and it always had to do with, and the story really surrounded. Don't get me wrong, Dragon Balls have always been a part of the story, no matter what Dragon Ball Super. It's always been a part of the story. But like I felt like Dragon Ball GT was surrounded by the Dragon Balls, no matter what. And then you had that random.
I mean, that's because over half of GT was literally because of the Dragon Balls. Like each of the dragons that they had to fight and stuff were like from the Dragon Balls.
That's what I'm saying. And even before that, the Black Star Dragon Balls, when they had to go find them in space because they was going to blow up the Earth. I'm like, what? What kind of nonsense is this? Why keep the Black Star Dragon Balls around then?
Yeah, that's probably the one part I really never paid attention to be honest.
For me, the greatest thing to come out of GT was Super Saiyan 4. Because
I miss Super
don't
Saiyan
leave out
4.
Broly. I think Broly was one of the biggest things.
No, Broly came out in Z. He wasn't canon.
Are
but
you sure?
Yeah.
I remember his big epic was GT, if I remember correctly.
No, he came out in Z as a separate
it's been
movie.
20 years.
No, he came out as a separate movie, not created by Toriyama, right? Not created by Toriyama as Z, because Gohan was still young.
We'll have to fact check that.
Yeah, well, trust me.
At some point.
Yeah, trust me. Watch the movie. The same thing with like Vegito and Gogeta.
Because the Broly movie is fairly recent.
No, the original Broly movie.
Yeah, it came out like, I want to say it came out early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Yeah, but like it wasn't based off of GT though. It was like literally something that was the aftermath of.
Yeah, it was a separate movie that was released because of the popularity that he got during the GT series.
Seriously?
I'm pretty positive Broly was introduced in GT.
Yeah, because GT came out in '97, dude.
I don't remember. Okay, then you could be correct then. But I don't think. Well, Vegeta was definitely a.
I agree with the Super Saiyan 4 coming out of that being one of the best things too.
Yeah.
For me, it was the storylines themselves were really slow to start. It wasn't horribly cohesive, and one of the biggest things that I remember was the no Goku for a whole freaking season. Like there was no real play with Goku, his how it ended up that way. I felt like it jumped to that GT storyline, but there was the in between was really incohesive.
Yeah, like how he just disappeared and trained Oob for however long, and then reappear after Oob's training was done years later. Like there was no in between. And I'm not a fan.
All of them are cringe, are binge worthy, right?
All of them are binge worthy except GT for me.
I respect that.
It's fine.
GT gave us some great stuff, and it does deserve some love. But I'm still voting cringeworthy on it.
Like, and then another thing is like, okay, for GT, not to bash it because I'm not trying to bash it. I am happy that we got Super Saiyan 4.
We just spent 5 minutes bashing it. What you talking about?
Yeah, dude.
No, go ahead.
All right, so GT, like, for me, I felt like certain things when it came to the fighting, GT was like, really? And not to mention, you made Goku small. What was the point of that? I didn't understand the point. That was more of like a gag thing for me, and I'm like, what? Like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Watching
a
him go
novelty,
Super
not a
Saiyan
hero.
3 in that little fucking kid form's hilarious.
And the only way he can go back, and then magically he goes back to his adult form when he's Super Saiyan 4. What kind of nonsense is that? Like, what?
Alright.
I can live with it.
I'm going to throw an extra question out there.
Listen.
What was your guys' favorite Super Saiyan? Or favorite Saiyan mode?
Like favorite Super Saiyan form or Saiyan form?
Saiyan form. Yeah, alright. We'll roll with that. And we'll include the movies.
We'll include the movies. Are we including fusions? I'm not to say that's my choice. I'm just asking.
I will accept fusions.
So I already got mine.
Okay.
All right.
With the Android 13 movie. Y'all remember that one?
Oh.
Yep.
The one where he like absorbed an entire fucking like spirit bomb inside of his body, and the dude just evaporated every time he fucking hit him. Like that was the most like one of the most badass things I ever watched. I watched that movie so many times.
I'll give you that. All right, for me, it's a tie. It's definitely Super Saiyan 3. The Super Saiyan 4 is dope, and I like the idea of Super Saiyan 4 because then it feels like they fuse with their original thing. But Super Saiyan 3 was something that none of us thought was possible until they hit us with it. Like after Super Saiyan 3, I felt like okay, they can go to 4 or whatever if they really want. Super Saiyan 3, I was like, oh my goodness, especially when Goku first transformed, that was like epic for me. The other thing,
chill bumps, dude.
Right. It was just the way he did it, too. It was the way he went about it. And by the time he finished doing it, like, my man lost his eyebrows for that transformation.
I always thought that looked so weird.
He lost... That's just to show how powerful he became. He lost his eyebrows. I was like, come on. My other thing...
Me? It's actually going to be a tie, too. But go on. What was your other one?
My other...
Sorry, I totally stopped you.
Pure Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta.
Oh yeah,
from Dragon Ball Super, when he like, I love and respect Goku, but Goku always breaks his ceiling, always. But when Vegeta did it, and he literally did it without any type of other type of technique power up, like Kaioken or anything, he literally broke his ceiling with raw power and went to pure Super Saiyan Blue. He's closer. He at that point he became closer to the God forms or the God's power than Goku until Goku hit Ultra Instinct.
Yep. I'm with you on that, but I pick Goku with Super Saiyan Blue.
Okay.
And then the original Super Saiyan.
Okay.
Remember how epic it was when he finally hit the Super Saiyan? Remember, with all the other ones, he hit it. But he hit it with a quick progression. The original Super Saiyan form that he hit
took a
long time before he got to that point, you know?
It took a whole episode.
There was a great progression, and when he finally grasped it and brawled with it, kicked butt with it, everybody was enthralled.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Also, on a side note, the reason that the whole Super Saiyan form in the manga, it was white. His hair was totally white. And it was because he didn't want to have to ink in the hair.
Yo, that's the same reason.
I'm so tired of inking in the hair.
You know what? Here's my last question. Actually, just to end it out, based off what you're saying, because you said when he both turned Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue, it was against Frieza both times, and it was just epic. Let's just say that. That was beautiful. But based off what you're
Frieza though, let's give a shout out to Frieza, who's never trained in his life and is that powerful.
That's true.
Oh, I think I'll do a little bit of training, just a little bit, not an entire season, like maybe a
3
quarter
months
of the time.
He trained for
3 months of training.
Yeah, or was it like it was 4 months of training?
Everyone else has trained for years. He finally trains for 3 months and gets as powerful as Goku is. It's like crazy how imagine if that guy trained a lot. He would be way more gnarly than everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you can't freaking forget about Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Like that's just raw.
But here's the thing. Yeah. But there's the thing. That's limited. That's limited. Whereas which is why I said Vegeta, because Vegeta became just as powerful as him in that form. Maybe more.
I always felt like they did him an injustice. You know, he never catches up to Goku. But he trains just as hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think he deserves what he got.
I agree. I think he deserved to finally reach a pinnacle higher than Goku at one point.
Yeah.
Like, he came to Earth to fucking kill people. Well, freaking kill people, dude.
Yeah, but he changed, and he's done a lot of good since then.
Nah, dude. He'll do it again.
Sure, Risky.
Definitely
Sure.
one of my favorite characters, but I hated his personality. I've always hated his personality.
Yeah, it is very arrogant. I am the prince of all. But it's his pride. It's his saying pride.
I feel like when we saw Majin Vegeta, you really got to see the real Vegeta, like before he came to Earth and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But before we get off topic, you're like based off what you said, Kobalt, about like him how not his Goku's in the manga, Goku's hair was originally what, white or silver or something like that.
White.
Because he didn't
want ink it in.
How do you, based off that, because we all can tell Toriyama can be very lazy when he doesn't want to do anything, very stubborn. How do y'all feel about the fact that Saiyans no longer get their tails when it's his work because he doesn't want to draw them anymore?
You know, I remember reading that a long time ago. I'm fine with it. The tail for me carried far more weight in just the Dragon Ball series itself. I feel like it became an afterthought in DBZ and all the other ones past that. You know, a novelty for a few episodes, a small arc. But for the most part, it was like a pretty big deal in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Risky.
What's up?
You wasn't even listening?
No, I was. I just can't remember what the question was.
How do y'all feel about How do y'all feel about Saiyan tails? How do you feel about them not being tail no more?
I don't know. Like, they were getting their tails cut off every other freaking time they did anything, so to me it didn't matter.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think tails should come back for the simple reason being their tails give them a boost in power. That's where most of their stamina.
You know, I would like to see.
That's where most of their stamina come
Dragon
from.
Ball Z alternate where the tail never got cut off.
Dude, I bet that would be pretty good.
And like the thing is, you can be like they can hit all those forms that they learn to do, Super Saiyan, all of that while having their tails. I feel like if in Super Goku still had his tail and he was an Ultra Instinct, he would have beat the snot out of Jiren way faster. Because there's
if he was able to control it. Like, remember that it was triggered by a full moon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I mean, they're in space in a
no, I'm not talking
enclosed space.
That's why I'm not talking about
how would that even play into it?
I'm not talking about them transforming though. I'm just talking like the tails in general gave them superior power and stamina, which is why which is why like Goku can't hold Super Saiyan 3 for so long because it takes an enormous amount of stamina. If he had his tail, even in Ultra Instinct, I feel like if Goku had his tail, he could have held the Ultra Instinct form way longer than what he did. That's just my personal opinion. Because even Goku, in original Dragon Ball, he said it himself. He feels stronger with his tail. Feels, somebody grabs it. But even then, Saiyans grow out of that.
All right, I got a question for you guys. Which one was your favorite character design? Like
favorite character in their design?
Yeah, just like the appearance, the outfit, the hair, the style. Which one had the best style?
Like when you say like, are you talking like even if someone fuses together and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Well then if we're talking like Vegito, Vegito hands down.
Vegito?
Vegito.
All right.
Because Vegito had everything. He had the Goku jumper. They swapped it the color. He had the Vegeta gloves, and the Vegeta boots. Like it was perfect. And then my man had the Patara earrings, which gave him a little swag. Like, come on, bro.
That's such a tone answer, dude. I love that.
Yeah, Vegito hands down.
Okay. Risky, you got one?
Mine was always when when Goku, I can't remember what he got him from, but when Goku came back from Namek, the clothing he was wearing in that, when he met Trunks and went Super Saiyan and all that.
Okay, it's a good one. All right, for me, it's a throw up. The Goku and Vegeta fusion.
Which one?
Yeah, the one from the movie.
Oh, Gogeta.
Yeah, and I gotta throw it down to Trunks. Trunks' first appearance, he was the coolest looking character in the series, man.
Oh yeah, he had the whole he had the capsule core.
He had outfit. The cool jacket, the gnarly sword. He just looked awesome.
Yeah, he was right with that sword. He sliced Frieza in half like he was nothing.
Dude, he
embarrassed
him like thousands of little pieces, dude.
He did, and that's the thing. Like when he made light work of Frieza that quick, I was like, that's like he wasn't out. Like that's how you know it was his human half that really finished Frieza off, because his Saiyan half wouldn't have finished Frieza off that quick. Saiyans love to fight, so they're going to draw out a fight as much as they want. Whereas,
well, also remember how think of the power jump that was involved there. Like he was so much more powerful than everyone else when he appeared on the scene. Like Goku Goku hadn't even fought him yet, had he? Or yeah, he had. He had fought him already, and everyone had struggled with him. And Trunks comes in and just makes light work of the guy. He was that much stronger than everyone else at the time. All right.
Yeah, but
I had to bring that one in just so I could talk about that one Trunks moment when he appeared on scene, because that was a huge moment, man. The power jump, the cool look, the sword. I'm like, that was the first time in a couple series that you had a weapon attributed to a player. I mean, up to that point, you really didn't have that sort of thing. You hadn't had that sort of attachment to a weapon with a character since Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and that was Goku with the staff.
With the staff and Nimbus.
All right, boys. I think so. Based off everything, we've already established that. And Frisky, love you, but we've established that Dragon Ball Z, and Super are definitely the top 3 when it comes to binge worthy. And for me and Kobalt, Cringe is definitely GT, while Binge is still for you. For GT.
Let's close it out on. Everyone's pick their favorite as DBZ. That's the number 1 to watch.
Yes. Of course. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hands down.
If you want to go precursor, definitely do Dragon Ball though. It's worth your time. You get to see it's an earlier style. But you really get to see a lot of the story that they touch on in DBZ when it happens, like the introduction of Piccolo, his relationship with Yamcha, and like all the characters in DBZ were established in Dragon Ball.
That's true.
So, if you have the love for it, that's where you want to be.
Yeah. But I think we've come to a good point. This was very fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys have fun talking about this.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
Oh yeah,
absolutely, man. This is an old school anime. I'm super excited for the next episode we do together. There's so many. I mean, I love talking about anime. I have a huge passion for it.
The next one, I already decided what we're gonna do for the next one. So. We'll get to that.
What are we doing for the next one?
I can't tell it now because people gonna say it here. Like,
all right.
So, but thank you everybody for watching. This has been Binge or Cringe. All right. Thank you for tuning in for the first episode. And we out here. Y'all got any final words, boys?
Yeah. Thanks for watching the show with us, and we'll see you next time with great anime dialogue.
Nice. Risky?
Dude, Cobalt said it all.
All
Y'all
right.
have fun. I appreciated you having me here, dude. Thank you.
All right, then. We going to get on out of here. And as you already know, this is your boy Ideal Tone, and I just made it known. See y'all. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ideal Tone, and I'm here to make it known. First off, I just want to say thank you, truly thank you for watching and supporting my channel. It is truly and greatly appreciated. And as you already know, I got a lot more to come, so I hope you guys continue to stay with me, enjoy the ride, and continue watching as I try to push out more and more content for you guys. And if you do enjoy the content that I'm giving you guys or pushing out, please follow me and watch me on Twitch. I stream on there as much as possible. I don't get to do it as much as I like to, but that's only because, you know, this is something that I truly do for fun. It's not something that I do full time. I do have a job, so, you know, that I have to, you know, keep that in mind and work this around that schedule. But, you know, other than that, if you do like what you see via YouTube or Twitch, if you follow me, I would, you know, why not follow me on my other social media? I have a Twitter, an Instagram. I also have a Facebook page now. You can find links to all of those in the description below. And also, if you do enjoy any of my videos, and if you do enjoy this one, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And as you already know, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I just made it known. Later, YouTube.